Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video, if you could not already tell, it's going to be the LEGO review that I promised last weekend. And if you can't already tell, it's going to be a review on the LEGO Orient Express. This was a set that I got about a month back from an actual LEGO store, which was really fun to actually go to one. And I wound up picking this set up. It was such a fun build. It was probably somewhere around 2,000 pieces. It definitely took a couple hours, but I did have a lot of fun. And now, before I jump into this video, I do just want to say that this is going to be on the longer side. So if that's not really your thing, then I would say that now is probably your time to click away. Or if you still do want to watch it, then by all means go ahead. And if you like watching long videos, then again, by all means, stick around till the end. There's no special announcement, but it would greatly help the channel. Anyways, to not stretch this intro any longer than it has to be, let's start with the minifigures. Alright, and we are back, and here we have all of the minifigures, all 5 of them, plus on your left side you may see a little luggage trolley that we're going to look at in a little bit. But we're going to start from right to left here, starting with, if you would stand up, this what I can assume to be a driver or fireman. So, no leg printing, sadly. Although one figure in here does have leg printing, which I will get to in a little bit. But he does have, just taking it off real quick, this just typical driver's hat that you can see right here. He does have a really nice torso printing. It's like an overall, same, and also on the back. And he does have a nice face, more of a raised eyebrow expression. Let me show that a bit more up close. And so, putting his hat back on. That is our first minifigure of 5. So now we're going to move on to what looks to be some kind of writer, or is he just writing a card? Now, before I get into this real quick, if these characters have names, please tell me in the comments, because if they do, I do not know them. Anyways, moving on. So here we have, she looks like she's writing a letter. She has a little gold pen right here, and a letter with a seal on it. And then the figure herself actually has this really nice, I'll just take it off real quick, this really nice hairpiece. It's hair, but it also has this really nice, like, red hat kind of thing. I don't know if it has, like, well, it probably has an actual name for it, which I don't know. Again, that's not what to tell me in the comments. Please do. But she has a really nice torso printing. And no leg printing again, sadly. But it's not the end of the world, and it is a really nice figure. And I do think the colors look really nice. So, we come to the figure with the leg printing, and it's nothing too special. But we do have this guy. He's got a different kind of hat. I actually don't know the name of this hat. Trying to think of it, and it's not coming to me. But he's got this, like, mustache on his face, and he's got this little sack, and again, another really nice torso printing. It's this kind of suits, and then a little bit of printing on the back. Overall, I think this and the figure I'm about to show next might just be my favorite out of this whole set. They are really nice. And at the end, I'm going to go through and I'm going to rate all of them on a scale of 1 to 10. So now, moving on to my other favorite is this, what I consider to be the guard. So he has this little, like, I guess, like, stop signal thing. I don't know the word for it. And then he has this really nice little lantern right here. But just taking those away from him real quick. He has this really nice, like, torso printing. He's got a little stopwatch here. An amazing face, might I add, with the beard and mustache. And the same hat as the driver figure, but it's got a gold band on it on the front, which is really nice. And I do, again, really like this one a lot. Probably a little bit more than the last figure that I just showed off. But it is, again, those two are all my favorites of the whole set. And so anyways, we'll clear the scene and come to our last figure, and he's also going to be shown off with this luggage cart, so let me just attempt to stand him up real quick. I'll just hold him up. So it's this what I can assume to be some kind of porter or luggage handler, and he's got these 2 suitcases. He's got this more of a panicked look, like, oh crap, I'm about to drop all these people's expensive stuff. That's probably worth thousands of dollars. Pretty simple. Nothing too special going on. Just the same hat as the driver figure. Just no gold band on it. Really cool. Still, I like it. And then we come on to this little luggage trolley. So just showing the trolley real quick. It's a very simple build. Just some wheels placed in this little hinge piece thing. I don't know what it's called. I'm not super well versed in the names of Lego bricks. I know this is a plate, but I mean, whatever. It's not important. And then we have the actual luggage that goes on. So we have this top secret one right here. If it would focus on it, is really cool. Then we have this box that has a bunch of stamps on it. And if I just open this up real quick, inside they're two of the same pieces, but they're these like, the camera focus, these like crown coins, which are really cool. And then the other one, the other case is this, it's this big like chest suitcase kind of thing. And just attempting to open that up with one hand. It's not going to wind up working. Dumping that out, you'll see it comes with a few things. These, you can see in these, this red and green gem. And then this, I think this is a Jurassic Park reference. It's a mosquito in like amber, which I'm pretty sure is a Jurassic Park reference. I'm not too sure on that one, but I think it might be. And if it's not, correct me. Again, feel free to correct me on anything that I say wrong in this video. Anyways, I'm just going to put everything back where it's supposed to go. I'll put all the figures back, and then we'll move on to the next section of this video, which will be on the coaches. So I'll just do that, attempt to put everything back. And I will admit, it is a right pain trying to get all these figures to stand up, so if they fall over, I'm just not gonna set them back up. I really don't feel like it. And then we also have all the accessory pieces here. So this has been the section on all the minifigures of the sets. And as I just said, we will now be moving on to the coaches. And obviously the final section is going to be on the Orient Express. Well, the engine, which on here I'll give you a link. It's called the Sapphire Star on here. But you'll have to wait till the end of the video for that. So anyways, I will see you in just a second. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the next section of the video. If you couldn't tell what this one's going to be on based on what I said and what you're seeing, then this is going to be on the coaches from this set that I'm showing off just in a quick panning shot right now. And they are all sitting upon, sorry for the camera shift there, they are all sitting upon the track base that comes with this set. I don't really think this deserves its own section, mainly because it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just an annoying to build section of track. It's very, very, very repetitive. But moving on from that, we're going to start with the brake coach. So I will move all this out the way first. And we will start with the brake coach. So now this is the brake coach, because if you look in the back, it does have this little, oh, you can't actually see that. It's got the little, like, end piece on it. It's got a lantern, and this is typically where I put the guard if I put them on here, but I'm not going to. And then inside these areas, because all these doors actually open, there isn't actually anything in here besides a little painting, if you can barely see that. And then on the other end, I don't actually think there's anything in here. There actually is these paintings, and these are actually, there's like a quarter in this one, because this leads into the other coach. Now, if you look on the top end here, you can see a bunch of different places. Paris, and if I butcher any of these names, I'm very sorry. Paris, München, Wien, Budapest, Bucharest? I don't know. Beograd, Sofia, and Istanbul on the end here. And then, you can't tell by what it says on the side here. This is the restaurant carriage. The number down here is 21344. It says Orient Express on the side right here. And before we go into the coach, I do want to give a second look at the undercarriage. And I'm just going to actually detach one of these chassis right now so I can give you a look at how they actually work. Not really how they work, it's pretty self-explanatory, but more. So it's got one of these circular pieces here that spins to give it the articulation. You can kind of see just generally how this thing is built, and I do really like what happened here with these like bicycle handle piece, I think. And it fits perfectly and just gives that much more detail to the sets, which I always love details. Then we have the buffers on the end here, which for some reason these like to just always pop off. I don't know why they like to do that, they just do. And then we also have this big section right here. I don't actually know what this part's called. So again, if anyone wants to tell me, then please do. Now anyways, we're going to get into actually looking at the details in this coach. Oh dear. I have just realized that I have missed a couple figures actually. So we're going to do a little tangent here. And look at those. I have missed 3 figures. Wow, I don't know how I messed up this bad. I'm so sorry. So we're just going to give a quick little overview to all these. So here we have a waiter figure. She's got this suit on. She comes with this little, I can assume one of those like towel pieces that fancy restaurants have where they're drape it over their arm and walk out and be like, hi, what would you want to eat? Good face, hair up in a bun. Real nice figure. And I love the suit printing on this one. Really, really nice. And then we have, if I can get the guy's cane real quick, we have this older guy. Again, another wonderful suit print. He's got this more of an old face. If I could, for the life of me, fix the hair on him. He's got this cane piece and overall more of a gray suit kind of look. Very, very nice. And more of the white beard too. Might as well be Santa Claus. And then here we have the fanciest one in this whole thing. This lady right here. She's got an umbrella. She's got a little pocketbook. And she's just one of the rich ladies on here. She's got, I actually don't know what these things are called around her neck. But she's got the dress on. Beautiful, beautiful printing on this, might I say. I love this figure too. Love it, love it, love it. Anyways, I'm sorry about missing those. I didn't even notice that a second ago when I was recording the minifigure part. Anyways, moving on to the actual coach. So the roof, if you can't already tell, is just entirely removable. And then so are these side window pieces. And so that's what we're going to be using to get a better view of the inside of the coach. So now I'm going to pick you up off of this rudimentary stand, balustrade, which is actually the same stand I used in the Home for Christmas special. And we're going to get a better look on the inside. So here we have this bar area with this nice little mirror decorated thing. It's got a bunch of birds on it. You got some really neat, like, I guess, not wine glasses, but like, I actually don't know what they're called. Got a little lime here and bottles, and you got 2 little tables right here with a lamp and cups and plates and a little, I already said lamp. Tiny little seat table thing over here. Don't really know. But that is the first coach. Well, not the first, technically the second coach, but it's the first one that we're covering here. So let's set you back down on the stand. I will put the coach back together now. If it would go back together. Put the roof back on. And now we move on to the second coach. So just like the first one, everything's the same except for the end over here. It says Litz on the side. I don't actually know how Voiture, I guess. So again, we're gonna take off the roof. We're going to take off the side. We're also going to take off this other side too because there's some details I'm going to want to show you. And again, we're going to pick you up and we're going to show you around this coach. So this is more of the like sleeper carriage, right? So on this end, we have some bunk beds, a film camera, this tiny, tiny little sink area with a towel, a little lamp on the table with something. There's a newspaper under there. And then on the other side, you have like the master bedroom. You've got this huge bed, really nice, like mirror piece almost. Then you've got a little couch here, a little table with a typewriter and a teacup, a lantern, and something here. And then here we have a tiny bathroom, and this is why I wanted to actually take that other window off. Sorry about the birds if you can hear that. If they'd be quiet, I'll continue the video. So, if they'd be quiet, sorry about that. So they have a little toilet and a sink, a mirror. So sorry if the camera's really shaky. I'm having a really hard time holding this thing still. But you just got to deal with the birds. I'm sorry. It's annoying to me too. A little mirror in here, a sink, another little towel piece, and then toilet paper on that end. And so that is that whole coach. Of course, they're not the biggest things because you got to fit a bunch of detail into a really, really small space. But for the space that the creator of this set was given, they did a wonderful, wonderful job. And so now I'm just gonna, again, put the coach back together like I do. And we are going to move on to the next section, which will be the engine. So let me just put the coaches back over here. And sorry for the forgetting about the whole other minifigs part. I mean, it's not the end of the world, just a little bonus section halfway through the video. So, anyways, with that being said, I will see you in the next section where I show off the actual engine itself, the Sapphire Star. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the final section of the video. And before we get into it, I just want to say two things. One, I am very, very sorry for this video being about a week late. I had some technical difficulties storage side and some personal things finishing up school and just a couple other things going on. And so I allotted more time to doing that than making the video. And two, this video is, at least this section is going to try to be a bit more short and sweet because I am also currently having storage troubles just trying to get this bit done. So without further ado, we're going to quickly jump in and do this section of the video. So, starting on the tender, it's a very basic design. A little ladder on the back, and whatever this is, please tell me what it is. The caul on top is actually a door, so you don't actually have to fill the whole thing up. And you've got this little, like, coal door here or whatever that lets the coal out when you, like, need to put it in the firebox. And as for the engine itself, Sapphire Star, number 52, with the working side rods, which just looks so nice. Here's the front. So we got some lamp irons, coupling, and buffers. And then here we have the cab. By the way, it's got some seats and levers and gauges and everything. And I'll say one thing, that this whole section is very fragile, the cab section, so don't pick it up by that. I have made that mistake a couple times, and it's cost me multiple minutes trying to have to put the whole thing back together into the cab section, which has really got on my nerves. But apart from that, I will say that this is an incredible, incredible set, and I love it so, so much. And so, without further ado, so I don't have to do this section over again, this has been TWR Lover with another video, and I will see you later. Bye.